Hello and welcome to today's edition of TvBride. We've traveled north of LA about an hour to Ventura to a location called the Pierpont Inn. Now the inn has a lot going for it visually. There are a lot of trees and flower gardens. There's an ocean view from almost anywhere on the property, and there are these adorable little cottages that are available for you to stay in that are original dwellings from when the inn was created back in 1891. It's been around. Now those are just some of the visual pleasures, but the real icing on the wedding cake here is that the inn manages to make you feel totally pampered, yet right at home, all at the same time. So the overall feeling is quaint, cozy, and a little bit spoiled. So let's get started. Hi, Carrie.
Hi, Delilah. How are you?
Wonderful. Thank you. Folks, this is Carrie Dickey. She'll be our tour guide today. She's the wedding consultant here at the Pierpont Inn.
Delilah, I'd like to thank you and TvBride for being here and allowing us the opportunity to show you our facilities. I thought we would start with a tour of our rose garden wedding site and show you one of the large cottages.
Ooh, sounds great.
Right this way.
Thanks. The flowers are amazing. Yes! Oh, so pretty.
We've tried to pay attention to a lot of detail. You probably noticed it. You said you noticed a lot of little nooks and crannies and attention to detail, and that's something that we pride ourselves in here, and especially in the cottages too. I think this is why a lot of brides and grooms choose to stay in this cottage. You probably noticed when we walked in, our ceremony site is right outside the door, so they can stay in here, make their entrance right outside, stay here on their honeymoon wedding night. It's a great place for that. But you hit on a really important thing, and that is the attention to detail here on the property, and especially in the cottage. It lends a lot of charm.
There's a little patio out there too, right?
There is, yes. A little secluded patio for a little privacy. We do have a Pierpont Racket Club where we offer full range of activities from racquetball to tennis courts.
There's different types of suites and rooms and everything.
There are. We have a variety. We have ocean view fireplace rooms. We have standard ocean view. We have lovely ocean view suites. And then the cottages, just to kind of give you a little summary of the variety that we offer here. A lot of people ask how far we are from Los Angeles, and we're approximately about an hour north from Los Angeles, of course, depending on traffic. And it's a relatively easy escape. We're right across from the ocean, so people have easy access right to the beach to go relax, swim, just take in the beautiful view in the Channel Islands.
Pierpont has been owned for 75 years by the same family.
Yes.
What's the general overview of the history?
Well, the Pierpont Inn, the original structure, which is where we were when we first came in and we met, was built by Dr. Pierpont at the turn of the century. And then the current owners who own it today actually bought it in, I believe, the 1920s. So its heyday was really the 1920s and 30s, and that's when they took over the inn, and it's been a family affair ever since.
Mm-hmm.
And they really, every guest that comes in here is treated like a house guest. In fact, we call all of our guests house guests. We're a 70-room property, so we're very intimate, very small, and we feel that allows us to cater to the individual needs of each guest. And that's the biggest feedback I get from comments from our guests, is that they feel like an individual house guest staying in someone's home, which is what we strive for.
Oh, hi girls. No, this is not my wedding day, but they left me alone in the bedroom of this cottage here, and I really couldn't resist taking advantage of the moment to primp and feel like a girl. It does it here. It makes you feel that way. From the cute little vanity that I'm sitting at to the other furnishings, they're so sweet. They're little hand-painted details. There's mirrors everywhere. There's one over here to my right. There's this nice full-length one here behind me. Definitely inviting to sit down and get pretty at. Oh, and over here, behind the cameraman, we've got this great hook on the ceiling, of course, to hang your gown. Imagine you and your sweetheart cuddling up in bed, and you get to see your beautiful wedding gown right before you here in the corner. Isn't that just kind of neat? Well, it's a very lovely gazebo.
Thank you.
Yes, all by itself, it's just gorgeous. But are you open-minded if the girls and guys want to play with it and bring in some more decorations and whatnot?
Absolutely. Pretty much just what you said, and it's natural.
It is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
But we do encourage people to bring in their own decorations. After all, their ceremony is their own personal touch for their wedding. And some decoration ideas that I've seen have been tulle wrapped around either side or additional flowers, sprays brought in. An especially lovely tradition that I enjoy seeing are candles out here, especially for late afternoon into evening.
Oh, yeah.
Ceremonies, we do allow those. And bows on the chairs, lining either side too, or flower arrangements. It really is entirely what they want to do, and we support it wholeheartedly, and it's absolutely magical. There's so many different backdrops. You've got the rose garden, you've got the ocean backdrop, and in fact, why don't I take you and show you right now? Would you like to see?
Of course, that's why we're here. Show me everything. I know those little benches over there with the angel statues are so precious. What are some particulars if you're going to get married here? How many people can you accommodate?
We can take groups up to 250 people, and we can do ceremonies or receptions. Both of our reception sites have ocean view, which is a big plus. All of our banquet rooms have windows too, which is kind of different. Now this is our Santa Rosa garden. And this is a ceremony site for the bride and groom who want something very elegant yet extremely simple, very small. They can come here, say their vows in a very intimate setting, and if they choose, they can go to the adjoining private dining room, our Santa Rosa room, with little bookshelves and fireplace in there for a nice private dinner.
And it's just right here?
It's literally, as you can tell, 10 steps away from this garden.
How perfect. So they can even leave the door open, do in and out, have little hors d'oeuvres out here.
Absolutely, we encourage it. And if people even want to have hors d'oeuvres out in the garden and continue to savor being out here from the ceremony, we will cater to their every wish.
Wonderful.
Absolutely.
Now, how many people? So when you say intimate, this must be pretty intimate.
We're talking probably 20 people or less. Very intimate.
Lovely. Few family members and friends.
Absolutely.
Well, Carrie, thank you for having us out today. You've been a great tour guide. You and all of the staff here are so friendly and warm and really made us feel welcome. I really appreciate that.
My pleasure, Delilah, and it's been wonderful having you and TvBride here. And I just wanted to give you one little insider tip and a little tip for all of our brides and grooms out there. Every afternoon at 4 o'clock, a hot, fresh plate of homemade cookies makes its way from our kitchen out to our lobby for all of our house guests. So I hope that will entice you to return.
It will, at 4 o'clock on the dot.
Absolutely.
Like, what time is it now?
Like, getting close.
Good, because folks, I've had those cookies. White chocolate and dark chocolate with macadamia nuts.
Yes.
Homemade, to die for. Well, on that note, let's all go have a cookie. Thanks for watching TvBride this week. We'll see you again next week.
Bye.